Hey, welcome to Dallas Stock Talk, where I talk about topics related to investing in finance, but more specifically, these stocks. In this video, I'll be giving you an update on my Mainvest portfolio. I had it for a while, and I did a video on it some time ago, but I definitely wanted to give you guys an update to keep you informed how my experience been. But Mainvest it allows you to invest in small businesses by providing them what they call a revenue share note. If you want to see a full video and in depth what that is and Mainvest in general, overall review, make sure you check my suggested videos. But in a nutshell, you pretty much provide them a certain amount of money and then they'll end up paying you back by a certain date. They pay you back based off of how their revenue goes. So the higher their revenue, the faster they pay you back, but they do have a maturity date. So by the time this particular date comes, they will have to pay you the full amount. Now, like I said, I did a full in-depth video about it. You can just check the suggested videos. And also, if you're interested in it, I have a referral link below where you would get $20 and I would get $20. But before we get started, make sure you smash the like button because it helps the YouTube algorithm. It helps YouTube know that this content and help my videos reach a broader audience. Also, if you're interested in finance and investing t-shirts like this, make sure you check out my store, Wall Street Stock Apparel, where I make custom finance and investing t-shirts. So like I said, this is Mainvest. I only actually have one particular business in my portfolio. Like I said, I have so many different platforms. It's kind of hard to keep up with all of them. So a lot of them I just invest a small amount just to test it and just to give you guys an idea of how it would work. So let's check out my portfolio. So my portfolio, it consists of one, it's Hawaii. Yeah, it's Hawaii. If you click on it, it's like a beauty supply store that they make different types of beauty products. I invested $100 so far. My repayment so far was $2.11. And let's see, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit more detail. Actually, I kind of end up interacting with this person and She told me a little bit about her business, different how she was going to raise different type of funding. So, like I said, it was pretty cool. Yeah, so this was that particular one. It was for beauty products. I invested $100. Now I'm going to show you guys exactly what you would see, and it also shows you the location she was in, of course. But I like how it's very transparent, so they kind of let you know, inform you of okay how the repayment process ended up working, kind of show you everything in a nutshell as far as repayment. Okay, what's going on? Revenue report from this one was $74,888.84. Amount owed to investors, $673, and per share was $1.38. So as you can see, yeah, $1.38, and they have this one as far as quarter 4, how much the amount of investors owe, and then per share is 73 cents. So I like that. They're very transparent. But let's look at the repayment. So like I said, the repayment amount, they show you all the information. So okay, there it is. So for quarter 3, I received $1.38. You gotta remember, I only invested $100. So for quarter 4, 73 cents. And for quarter 1, they haven't showed that information yet. But if you want to see it, and let's actually go back. And like I said, they also show you, like I said, the portfolio. They shows you how much you end up. I invested $100. Repayment was $2.11, and you gotta remember the target amount. So the target amount is by the time the end of the day, I invested $100, and I should be getting back $175. And it's like I said, it's pretty much based off of, they have a maturity date where after this particular date happened, they have to pay you the remaining amount to get to the 175. But if their revenue becomes higher, they can pay you off much earlier. Some updates, and one time it looks like they made Good Morning America, so they definitely give you updates. I like that. They have a discussion board. I don't really get on that discussion boards like that. It seems like it's not as active. It's at 9 months ago. I'll give you about the team and stuff like that. See, I like how they keep everything transparent. As you can see, on May 17th, I invested $100. October 12th, $1.38. February 7th, 73 cents. So like I said, I like how they show you all the information. They don't leave you in the blue. Some of the other platforms, like you invest, and you really never hear something, you never really hear from them in a long time. They said the investments, refund if they refund your money, repayment. I like how I can see everything. And then, like I said, also I wanted to show you if you were on the business side and you wanted to raise capital. I just kind of started this in general. So, like, if you wanted to actually raise funding for your business, this is what you would end up seeing. Plan to raise capital, provide them some details and information or something like that, submit it, and they'll let you know whether you got approved. Like I said, I just did this kind of briefly so you can kind of see, if you were on the other side of the small business and you were trying to get funding, which you would end up seeing. Like I said, and by the way, they also have it where you can reinvest your money that you earn into another business as well. Okay, guys, and I also wanted to tell you as far as the target goal was the amount that they're supposed to pay you by the end of the term, it should be $175. But if you guys actually forgot, when the expiration date was supposed to be, all you have to do, make sure you're on portfolio and go to the business, click that, and then what it'll actually show you is how much of the revenue they will end up be paying you. And so you should receive altogether $175 by July 1st, 2026. So to kind of give you guys an idea, that would be like roughly a 75 percent gain. And over, if it's, let's just say that's 2020, so 4 years. So 4 years, if they, take that whole period, you should end up be getting, so in 4 years you should be getting 75% if this thing goes well. And if, depending on their revenue, if their revenue is much higher, they can pay you off much sooner. But this is the deadline when all the money is owed. So by July 1st, 2026, you should have $175. And like I said, they can pay you off sooner based off of their revenue. But like I said, I'm just kind of giving you guys an idea of exactly how things will work and what can you actually expect. And like I said, so to me, they did like a great job of going over the information and stuff like that. I can actually reach out to the lady. Actually, I had some private conversations about her products and her finances and all that type of thing. I also wanted to mention, as far as like how would I actually look for small businesses and some of the things that I'm looking at. Let's go to home. I have one now. I'm thinking about doing another one, picking out another one. But like I said, guys, so what I normally do is to help me find out which ones I'm going to go to. So first, I'm going to go to investment opportunity. Sorry about that. And then initially, sometimes what I'll do is I'll just hover over them. So it'll tell me how many days left before it actually closes out, and the payback. So when you see 2x, that's kind of doubling your money. And so I kind of just kind of look at that briefly, how many days left, because you still have to, so 49 days have to be left before they then start investing. So if there's a lot of time, like say this one is 2 days, but if there's a lot of time left on some of them, like 58 days, your money's not going to go to work until after that. So some of them it says like 50 days, 201 days. So that's almost like almost close to probably three-fourths of the year before the loan will take into effect. So one of the things, like I said, I'm looking for the payback. I would like to see a payback of 1.5 would be like 1.5 would be like 50%. So if I invested $1, by the time the end of the loan, I would get $1.50. So that's some of the things that I also look at as well. And one of the way you can kind of filter things out, you can look at the filter and you can see if you were interested in providing loans or investing for agriculture businesses that was in 1 to 3 years, 3 to 5 years. Personally, I would like to see 1 to 3 years. You can, if you want black owned, minority, LGBT community, women's own, new investment opportunities. So there's several different ones, but I'm trying to tell you this one to me is the most efficient one. If you go to data, so this gives you all the businesses, the investments, how much it was funding. But like I said, I would pay attention to, let's go over, let me see if I can go over some. It's always happen when I during the video. Always doesn't work out. So see, this is the thing as far as time remaining. So if you hit time remaining, so yeah, if you hit time remaining, click that again. So these are the ones where the loan, I mean, it's pretty much it's 2 days left before it actually closes out. And it also shows you the maturity date. So the three things that I'm kind of looking at is the time remaining, investment multiple, and the maturity date. So I would like to see the maturity date as early as possible. As far as the investment multiple, I'd like to see that at least 1.5. And revenue sharing, as far as how much revenue they would end up paying, I would like to see a higher percentage. But like I said, the maturity date, to me, as long as the maturity date, that's when I'm supposed to get all my money back. So that's the key thing. So this one right here, I would say this one, see, it's 2029. So that's about, let me see, 7 years from now. To me, that's too far. So what I normally do is I normally click something like this. So something like this to me is, let me actually scroll down. Let me see, scroll down and over a bit. So yeah, something like this one, it's a smaller place. I like this. 16 days is about to be over. 1.5, that'll be 50%. So if I had like $1, I would get 50, $1.50 by the time the end of the one, and they'll pay me back 2024. So that's roughly a little bit over 2 years. So I'm getting 50% return in a relatively 2 year time. Well, the maturity date, assuming everything goes well, much smaller amount. But like I said, let's actually click on this one, and it's like a small Philly place or something like that. I may end up investing in that, but we'll end up seeing whatever options. And this is exactly how I'm looking at this. This one was kind of really, oh, see, that's the maturity date is too far for me. This one isn't bad as well, but this is like for movie theaters. I'm not really feeling that too bad. I mean, maybe so, but movie theaters in general, okay. But like I said, maybe it's because it's a smaller one that would kind of particularly do well. But like I said, that one's a pretty good one. This this is even a more efficient way. So I did for the investment multiples. This is 2x, so that's double your money. So this one right here to me is very ideal. The only thing about it is cannabis, and you don't really know how that market is. But the thing about it is double, 2x. So you're talking about doubling your money in 4 years. Revenue 1 to 2.5%. So that one is very ideal. With me, with cannabis, like the cannabis ones, maybe because I'm assuming that they're the highest risk, but there's a lot of great opportunity for the cannabis one. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll probably go on to the Philly on the Hill. It's an American restaurant in Georgia, very small. Like I said, with these, they do show forecasts, but financial forecast, me doing a financial analyst, this really doesn't, like I said, doesn't mean much. They have broadcast, forecast, what they expect. See, gonna have to hit that. Yeah, so they have that. Might end up just doing that for fun. Let's see. So yeah, so this one is probably going to be my next one, Philly on the Hill. Like I said, I'll definitely keep you guys updated. Make sure you let me know, what do you think about Mainvest. If you have any particular questions, make sure you let me know in the comments below. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button. If you're new, make sure you subscribe to my channel.